I scrubbed hotel toilets, served rice at roadside joints and saved every single kubo to finally build a home of my own. But the day I checked my account and saw it empty, I didn't cry, I just asked one question: who drove a brand new car into our compound this morning? What I did next no one in my family saw coming. Cece was just 27 years old, but she had been through more than many people her age. Working as a waitress in a small Lagos restaurant, she didn't have much, but she had a dream, a big one. Her late mother used to always talk about owning a house, a real home with strong walls, a place no landlord could ever kick them out of. After her mother passed, Cece made a silent promise to herself she would make that dream come true no matter what it took. So for 5 long years Cece worked non-stop. She took morning shifts, night shifts, and even extra work at weddings and events while others bought new clothes or went out to eat. She saved every naira, no new shoes, no fancy hair, not even birthday celebrations. Her friends called her stingy, but she didn't care. She knew what she was doing. Every coin she saved brought her closer to building that house, not just for her but to break the painful cycle of always moving, always struggling. While Cece dreamed of bricks and walls, her younger sister dreamed of flashing lights and big cars. Io believed in spending, not saving, but Cece believed in something stronger, building a future, not just showing off. Today she didn't envy Io's lifestyle. She stayed focused, patient, and full of silent determination. She imagined the day she'd hand over the keys to her own home, finally standing tall as the woman who changed everything for her family. That house wasn't just about shelter, it was her way of honoring her mother, her past, and her future. It was her dream with walls. Io was nothing like her older sister Cece. While Cece was quiet, focused, and always thinking about the future, Io lived only for the moment. She loved attention. She loved taking pictures and posting them online. Her room was filled with mirrors, and she could spend hours just looking at herself, trying on different wigs and makeup. She didn't care about savings, rent, or responsibilities. She just wanted to look good and enjoy life. Almost every month Io would come to Cece asking for money. Sometimes it was for transport, other times it was for urgent things. Cece, though tired, still helped her, but once I had the money she would disappear. For days or even weeks she'd return with new clothes, long nails, and the latest iPhone filters glowing on her Instagram. She would pose by hotel swimming pools, lounges, and fancy cars, acting like a celebrity. People in the neighborhood whispered, wondering where she was getting the money, but I didn't care. Let them talk, she always said, smiling like she had life all figured out. Cece tried to talk to her many times. Io, this life you're living isn't real. You can't keep borrowing money to look rich. One day it will all fall apart. You should think about your future. But I would just laugh. Cece, life is to be enjoyed. Why suffer when we're still young? You're always saving and saving, but for what you don't even enjoy yourself. Look at me, I'm living to Io. Saving was boring, planning was stressful. She thought Cece was wasting her youth, working like a slave and living like an old woman. Io believed her beauty was her ticket to success. Don't worry, she'd say, flipping her wig, one rich man will find me one day. You'll see. Cece would sigh. She loved her sister, but she knew I was walking a dangerous path every time she saw her posing with another stranger's car or pretending to be on vacation. Her heart sank deep down. Cece knew it wouldn't last. The lies, the showing off, it was only a matter of time. But Ao didn't see that way. She saw mirrors. She saw herself shining. She didn't look through windows into the future like Cece did. She only looked at her reflection and thought, I'm doing just fine. What I didn't know was that sometimes the things that shine the brightest fade the fastest, and soon she would learn that lesson the hard way. It was a bright Monday morning. Cece woke up feeling excited after 5 long years of working, saving and dreaming. The day had finally come. She had found a land agent who agreed to sell her a small piece of land to start building her house. She dressed simply, tied her scarf, and held her handbag tightly. Today she was going to the bank to withdraw the money she had worked so hard to save. She walked into the bank, stood in line, and when it was her turn, she smiled at the cashier and asked to check her account balance. But the cashier frowned. "Ma, are you sure you want to withdraw? Your account is empty." Cece blinked. "Empty? That can't be right. Please check again." The cashier checked. Same result, 0 balance. Cece's hands began to shake. Her heart beat loudly in her chest. She felt dizzy. She sat on the cold floor of the bank, her mind spinning. All her years of work gone just like that. Tears filled her eyes, but she didn't cry, not yet. Confused and heartbroken, she slowly made her way home. Her slippers dragged against the dusty road. She didn't even greet the neighbors like she usually did. She just wanted to lie down and disappear. But as she reached her compound, something shocking stopped her in her tracks. A loud car horn blasted through the rv. There, right in front of the house, was a brand new cherry red luxury car. It looked shiny, expensive, and out of place. Cece stood frozen. Out jumped Io, wearing huge sunglasses, high heels, and a short dress. "Surprise!" Io shouted, dancing and twirling beside the car. "I told you big things are coming." She started taking selfies, pouting and posting on Instagram Live. "New car, new level," she said, blowing kisses to the screen. Neighbors gathered around, clapping and asking questions. "Wow, Io, this car is hot. Who bought it for you?" Io smiled. "Don't worry about that. Just know your girl has arrived." Cece just stood there silent. She looked at the car, then at Io, and then slowly she walked inside the house without saying a single word. But inside her heart a fire was starting to burn. She didn't shout. She didn't ask questions, not yet, but she knew something was very wrong, and soon the truth would come out. That evening, Cece sat alone in her room, holding her phone tightly. Her bank app still showed the same painful thing, balance 0 naira. Her heart was heavy, but her mind was clear. She was tired of being quiet. She walked into the living room where I was eating shawarma and watching a reality show. "Io," Cece said, her voice calm but firm. "Did you touch my money?" I didn't even look surprised. She paused her show, wiped her mouth, and shrugged. "Yes, I did." Cece's mouth opened slightly in shock. "You did what?" Io rolled her eyes and said, "I beg, don't make it a big deal. I knew your banking password. It's Mom's birthday, remember, so I transferred the money. You weren't using it, always saving. I did something useful with it." Cece stared at her in disbelief. "You stole my money and bought a car?" "Stole?" I laughed. "Come on, Cece, it's still family money, right? You and I are sisters. What's yours is mine. Besides, we'll both use the car. It can help us flex small." "Stop acting like I killed someone." Cece's eyes burned with silent pain. She wanted to scream. Years of sweat, pain, and sacrifice, all gone because her sister wanted to flex, as if things couldn't get worse. Their Aunt Chenier, who had come to visit, entered the room. She had overheard everything. "My dear Cece,